Eto na ang programang magiging gabay mo upang ikaw ay matuto. DepEd 12 Radyo Eskwela. Makinig at matuto. DepEd 12 Radyo Eskwela. Alternatibong programang handog ng DepEd Soxargen na kahit saan ka man ay matututo ka. DepEd 12 Radyo Eskwela.
Naguguluhan, nalilito. Paano ba kung matututo?
Good day to our dearest grade 10 students. This is your school on the air in grade 10 English. We are glad to be learning with you through radio. I am Ms. Hera Joy Alcahoy from Buayan National High School. How are you, my dear students? Make sure that you are in your most comfortable place and can clearly hear our broadcast. Have you eaten your meal? In order for you to learn and understand our lesson this day properly, it would be better if you have already eaten your meal. My greetings also to all the supportive parents out there listening to our broadcast. This time, I want you to bring out your handout. Again, let me remind you that our lesson for today is about determining the effect of textual aids, like advanced organizers, titles, nonlinear illustrations, and etc., on the understanding of a text. Specifically, determine the effect of textual aids like nonlinear illustrations on understanding a text. Okay? Please bring out your handout now. Okay everyone, before we will begin with a new lesson, let's take a look and review the concepts you have learned in the past lesson. I hope that you can still remember all of our previous lesson. Can you still remember what we have learned last time? Anyone? Very good. In the previous lesson, we have learned one of the graphic organizers called concept map. What is concept map? Anyone? Good. A concept map is a visual representation of knowledge. It shows concepts and ideas and the relationship among them. What is the significance of using concept maps? Very good. It helps students to see the relationship between ideas, concepts, or authors. It helps do a memory recall, clarify and structure ideas. It also encourages students to think creatively. This time, please be ready to learn our new lesson. Are you ready? If you want to go to the toilet or drink water, do it now because few moments from now, we're going to start. Hello? Are you back, dear students? Please get your notebook and pen now. As what I have said a while ago, our lesson for today is about determining the effect of textual aids like advanced organizers, titles, nonlinear illustrations, and etc. on the understanding of a text. Specifically, determine the effect of textual aids like nonlinear illustrations on understanding a text. This is our module number 2, lesson number 4. Later, we will have a short quiz. If you will listen very carefully and attentively to the lesson, I am sure you can answer the questions well. So good luck, learners, and enjoy the lesson.
Grade 10 English, Quarter 1, Module 2, Lesson 4. The effect of textual aids on the understanding of a text.
Once again, good morning grade 10 learners. Our lesson today is about determining the effect of textual aids like advanced organizers, titles, nonlinear illustrations, and etc. on the understanding of a text. Specifically, determine the effect of textual aids like nonlinear illustrations on understanding a text. Are you ready? Please catch your notebook and ball pen because we are now going to start our lesson. Have you tried reading a long and verbose text with multiple data and information? How did you comprehend the text? Is it easy or difficult? In this lesson, you will learn a variety of ways on how to present data and information more clearly and constructively. So let us now start. Data and information have to be presented in a systematic and comprehensive manner to be easily understood by the readers. This can be done through the use of nonlinear illustrations. For you to understand nonlinear illustrations, I want you to bring out your self-learning modules. Okay everyone, please bring out your self-learning module number 2 so you can follow with the lesson. This lesson requires you to open your module since we will be talking about nonlinear illustrations. Hello again, dear grade 10 learners. Let us discuss now another type of graphic organizer called nonlinear illustrations. What is nonlinear illustration? Anyone? Who has an idea? There are many definitions of the term for nonlinear illustration. Most people consider text with visuals or graphs along with it as examples for nonlinear text. Some examples include flowcharts, charts, and graphs. Example, pie chart and bar graphs. Graphic organizers such as knowledge maps and story maps. What are the types of nonlinear illustration? One of the types of a nonlinear illustration is a table. A table is an arrangement of information in rows and columns containing cells that make comparing and contrasting information easier. Okay, let's continue. Please open your self-learning module on page 19. Did you open it already? Very good. On page 19, you can see there an example of a table on the population of the Philippines. Pie chart. A pie chart displays data and information in an easy-to-read pie slice format with varying slice sizes telling you how much one data element exists. And page 20 is an example of pie chart. Example given is a pie chart on the monthly salary allocation. What can you say about a pie chart? Very good. It is called a pie chart because it looks like a pie. Another type is bar graph. It is a chart that uses bars to show comparisons between categories of information. The bars can be either horizontal or vertical. A bar graph will have two axes. One axis will describe the type of categories being compared, and the other will have numerical values that represent the values of the data. It is useful for comparing facts. The bars provide a visual display for comparing quantities in different categories. Bar graphs help us to see relationships quickly. Another name for a bar graph is a bar chart. You can see an example of bar graph in your self-learning module. Title. The title tells us what the graph is all about. Labels. The labels tells us what kinds of facts are listed. Bars. The bars show the facts. Grid lines. Grid lines are used to create a scale. Categories. Each bar shows a quantity for a particular category. Okay, students, did you get all of those? To familiarize ourselves with nonlinear illustrations, let us give the types of nonlinear illustrations again. Okay, all together. Nonlinear illustrations are visuals or graphs, along with this as examples for nonlinear text. Some examples include flowcharts, charts, and graphs. Example, pie chart and bar graphs. Graphic organizers such as knowledge maps and story maps. I hope that you have understood our lesson today about the effect of advanced organizers on the understanding of a text. If there were part of the lessons that was not clearly enough, I will help you for the recap of our lesson. We have learned the effect of advanced organizers on the understanding of a text. We enjoyed the lesson, right? We will do the recap later after some reminders. And we are back on School on the Air in Grade 10 English. A while ago, I shared about determining the effects of textual aids like advanced organizers, titles, nonlinear illustrations, and etc. on the understanding of a text. Specifically, determine the effects of textual aids like nonlinear illustrations in understanding a text. This time, let us do the recap. Please open your notes and let us review what you have learned today. I shared about nonlinear illustrations are visuals or graphs, along with this as examples for nonlinear text. Some examples include flowcharts, charts, and graphs. Example, pie chart and bar graphs. Graphic organizers such as knowledge maps and story maps. I believe you have learned a lot from the very start of our lesson. It's a pleasure that you will perfectly remember the significant points of your lesson. Now that we are done with our lesson, it is time to measure your knowledge on what you have learned today. Please bring out your 1/2 sheet of paper. Please write your name and date today. Please do not forget the lesson number for this quiz today. Module number 2, lesson number 4. Good, that is correct. Are you ready? Please set aside your notes and listen very carefully. Now that you have learned much from the start of this lesson, it's time for you to check what you have learned today. I will be giving you 10 questions for this quiz. Listen very carefully. Give the correct answers. For you to follow, you can open your self-learning module on page 22. Okay, please bring it out. Ready? Here is the question number 1. It's a useful and versatile tool that can be used to communicate information on their own. Question number 2. It tells us what the graph is about. Question number 3. It displays data and information in an easy-to-read pie slice format with varying slice sizes telling you how much of one data element exists. Question number 4. It is a chart that uses bars to show comparisons between categories of information. Question number 5. It is a text accompanied with visuals or graphs. For questions 6 to 10, what are the uses of nonlinear illustrations? Give at least 5 answers. That ends our short quiz for today. Have you answered all the questions, students? Make sure that you have written all the important details in your 1/2 sheet of paper. If you have more questions, please do not hesitate or include to write it down. If you have any questions or would like to clarify, please write them down as well. Here are the answers. Number 1, table. Number 2, title. Number 3, pie chart. Number 4, bar graph. And number 5, non-linear. This ends our discussion for today. Another lesson has been learned and understood. To further enhance your understanding on the lesson, please read your handout. You will be notified by your subject teacher through text message for more information and clarification. You can also send your activity to your teacher's email or send a message through Facebook. That ends our Module 2 Lesson 4. We will be starting Module 3 on our next lesson. Make sure to stay tuned in our School on the Air. Till next time, this has been your teacher, Ms. Helen Joy L. Cahoy. Always remember to study well. Have a great day ahead, everyone. God bless. Goodbye.
Bagong araw na naman, bagong kaalaman, bagong matututunan sa paaralang panghimpapawid. Kaming samahan, sabayan ng mga aralin, mga gawain, siguradong kagigiliwan. Oras na, alis na, halina't makinig at matuto sa